So let me do this. There is a video that is super trending, and I get asked a couple of times, what do you think about this? Durk's a snitch, Durk's a snitch, Durk's a snitch, because of this video. So let me do this. This is no disrespect to FYBJ, man. No disrespect. This is just to combat what he said. That's all. It's like somebody saying LeBron's the greatest of all time. And I say, whatever, without disrespecting cuz. So this is what this is. Alright? It is not a diss. Nash ain't doing the internet dissing. Even though I just got dissed like 20 times the last couple of days. But it's cool. Hey, shout out. Let's do it.
Who I feel like telling? I feel like Durk is telling. He had pipe in the crib. It's merch. This is a fact.
It's your favorite Loke, especially after I spoke. Support the real again. Get rid of the fake, the F you to the industry. How do you fight back? It's simple. All you got to do is just press subscribe, then join the movement over there on Instagram at CEDDYNASH. One word. That's where you and I can stay in contact. Plus, I'm going to like your pictures and all that. We had 75,000, so we done maxed. But when I can, I'm going to follow you back. To the crew, that's the truth. With the visionaries. Let's get into it. So, let's do this. I use these words. I didn't want to, This is just quickly a debate. That's all it is. If he responds to it, I'll listen. If he see it, he'll listen more than likely. And this is the thing. And I'm going to go to W.H. Scott, Peach State lawyer. Now, y'all can call him if y'all want to. Let me get my commercial voice on. Hold on. I got to get cuz info real quick. Here's your information. See right here? Real website and everything like that. So this is a lawyer. Contact Atlanta's leading criminal defense attorney at 404-581-0999 to schedule a free case consultation. W. Scott Smith, Peach State lawyer. Because remember, Georgia is the home of Lil Durk. So Lil Durk is a Georgianian. I think that's what they call it. So the question is, and he has it up here. Y'all can go read it for yourselves. But I'll save you the hassle. Can a spouse of a convicted felon own a gun in Georgia? Georgia law prohibits people convicted of felonies from possessing firearms. Similarly, people currently on their first offender probation are not allowed to carry guns. You must be discharged from probation as a first offender without an adjudication of guilt in order to lawfully possess a firearm. Felons cannot have guns unless and until their rights are restored in the state of Georgia. Now, we don't know if that is the case for Lil Durk. But what if you're a convicted felon and someone else near you owns a gun? Or what if you have the same vehicle as someone who has a gun? Likewise, one of the questions we are asked most often is, can my spouse or partner have a gun in the same home as I am and I am a felon? The short answer, it depends. The question is going to be asked by law enforcement, the courts, is whether or not the state can prove you possessed the gun. You do not have to actually have it in your hands or your pocket in order to be charged and convicted with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. In some instances, it is simply has to be near you or in a place where circumstances point to the weapon being yours. This is because Georgia law recognizes two different kinds of possessions. The first, actual possession, and other kind is constructive possession. Actual possession is where you truly possess the gun. It's in your pocket or your car, for example. With constructive possession, the line can be a little more blurry on whether or not you will be arrested or convicted of possession the firearm by a convicted felon. When dealing with the constructive possession, you can be arrested or for possessing a firearm even if you never possessed it. The state can prove it through circumstantial evidence. For example, constructive possession occurs where a gun is in a shared hotel room, you and a friend, and you know the gun is there. You tell police where it is. In that situation, the state will allege you had possession of a firearm even if you never touched it. Another example is constructive possession, where if the gun was found in a drawer of a shared bedroom near clothes that match your gender, additionally, you can be charged with possession of the firearm by a convicted felon. If your co-defendant carried a gun in an armed robbery that you are a part of and you never touched a gun, so the answer to the age-old question, yes, your spouse can own a gun as long as you don't possess it, actually or constructively. But be wary, as the distinction is not always clear. If you or a loved one has been arrested in possession of a firearm or convicted felon, please call us. So what they're saying is they have to prove that it was in your possession. But there's also the matter of stand your ground. So here's the thing. And we don't have the arrest records. So in the short term, what they basically said, while I read all of that stuff, is, yeah, you actually can have your spouse own a record. Who said that she wasn't legally able to obtain a firearm? And that's the question. Now, if she does not have those right permits, which I'm 100% sure she did, because every thug know, man, get your girl some legal paperwork so she can keep that blick in the goddamn car. So, yeah, he can be around it. He just can't touch it. He can't be around it. But in the Stand Your Ground Act, and that's the part where we have to watch this. Stand Your Ground Act as far as a felon in Georgia. Come on. Well, it won't talk for whatever reason. According to Georgia Stand Your Ground law, citizens can use deadly force to defend themselves, other people, or property if they believe such force is necessary to prevent death, bodily injury, or a felony. There's no obligation for anyone to retreat to their home or wherever it may be. Now, we could go to the 3 critical laws of that, but I'm pretty sure this is already going a little too long. So there are 2 things that are in your favor. So if y'all want to look up the official code of Georgia, 16-3-23.1 is known as the use of force in defense, habitation, property, self-act, or others, no duty to retreat. Short words, Durk had a right to defend himself because his girl had legal firearm. Now, if y'all want to say, nah, all right, I disagree. This ain't no diss, once again. I'm not dissing cuz he propped up a hell of a theory. But who's to say that she wasn't the only, no, I said that wrong. Who's to say that she wasn't just the only one shooting? That's number one, because if they found no gunpowder residue on Durk's fingers, he's exonerated. They broke into his house. His girl is legally allowed to own a firearm in that house that they have, so she can bust out and shoot out and everything like that. But even if so, if something happens, you had a right to stand your ground because your life is in danger. So they don't say in that law that no felon can't. But we'll see. It's an interesting theory. I don't believe that Durk is going to sit up there and rat, because to me it doesn't really make sense. It would only make sense to me that Durk would rat is if that King Von case just all of a sudden dropped off the face of the earth and they dismissed it, and then Durk started making like weird ass posts and everything like that, talking about I gotta protect my family and everything like that. Then yeah, Durk would definitely be the master splinter, eat cheese and all that. But as far as how it goes, nah, I just don't see it. You can be around a firearm. That's like you going to your cousin's house in Georgia and you a felon and your cousin got the gun on his hip. Are you telling me you can't be around him? You absolutely can. And you telling me if somebody busts in and starts shooting and everything like that, that he can't give you a gun to defend their property? You absolutely can, according to that law. But it's up to interpretation of the judge ultimately. So neither me nor him is right. It's all up to the judge. And I'm assuming the judge, well, not even the judge, but the cops said this isn't enough evidence for us to hold him because his house is just broken into. But cuz probably ain't going to have a rebuttal to this. He probably just gonna let it die out. I wouldn't. I would leave it alone. I would say I see your point and everything like that. It's interesting. Let's see how it play out. But once again, it's not a diss at all. This is just another side of what he said. That's all. No dissing. We ain't gotta do all that. Y'all expect me to keep it real? Because you know that I will. I do this daily, baby. Check out the Nightly Nash podcast. Also, stream the music, Steady Nash, if you have not. It's on all streaming platforms. Guaranteed you're going to find something you like. Probably like that overly thugging freestyle, or maybe something different. Let me know in the comments. We possibly shoot that music video. Oh, you want to learn how to win that free Xbox or PlayStation or concert tickets, or just a gift card in general? Simple. Be an active subscriber. What does that mean? The more you like, the more you comment, the more you share these videos, the higher your chances are increased to win. Simple. We're going to give away that specific item that you choose at 60,000 subscribers. That's 60. Make sure you increase your chances to win. This is free to y'all. It's only costing me. And I'm going to personally deliver it to you. How you like the sound of that? Cool? Catch you at the next video. Check out the previous videos too.